after I start chopping these videos up a little more, because when I make like a super long video, it takes forever to upload. Look, by the time you see this video, I'm probably not going to be standing right here, so don't be surprised if you show up here and there's like a bunch of random crackheads standing around. But back to the whole Riverbed Fire Tiger thing. I missed a bit of information. It was around that time, I guess. A certain stupid ass retarded pigeons group from LA. Skip some of the details, just don't. It sounds so damn crazy. But they wanted me to be a part of their little pack. And when I wasn't having it, and I'm not going to be acting subservient to anybody except maybe... I'm not going to talk about LaRusso's wife. Yeah. She can show up, snap her fingers. I'll do whatever that woman wants. And that was my offer to Jolie, you see. She was going to be my handler. If you know anything about old school Japan. Back in the day, there was royal class, but above royal class were the samurai, the elites. Fashioned their whole system a little bit closer to how it is. But a royal family, say they got into a little bit of trouble. Somebody was messing with them, or they were receiving threats. What they could do, some of those situations, was ask to have her retained. They would ask a samurai family for one of their warriors, and then that samurai would then live with the royal family, protecting them and serving them. But he was treated like a freaking space prince. And so that's what I was offering to Jolie. She was supposed to retain me, and be my retainer, my coach, my Mickey. And mainly, not because of martial arts, but because of the metaphysical stuff. She seemed to know the language. There's a lot more to that. I'm just not going to jump into it. Ping. 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 Jesus. Ping. Wow. Close to the road, if you haven't noticed. All these people that get close to me, they get a little nervous. But not all of them, and that's pretty scary. Crap. The enigma aspect of some of these videos. There's going to be questions, things happening, sometimes the answers of which are in the background of these videos. Just based on what I'm doing or not doing, where I'm at on a certain side of town versus what bullshit they're trying to say about me somewhere else. The guy in the sword whip video that I posted to the Cobra Kai fan page is me. They're all trying to claim that it's some jackass named Tall Swine who's never held an actual karate weapon. But I call him Tall Swine for a reason, just to give you an idea of how messed up this stupid satanic people are. There was one dude named Tim Ross Cully. A little rat bastard was pretending to be me and got shot in the face and died. Did not come back to life, but that dude was 6 inches shorter than me. He came up to about here. I beat that dude up a lot. And after he got taken out of the equation, Tall Swine then stepped in pretending to be me. No joking, 6 inches taller. So Tall Swine would have been close to a foot taller than Tim Cully. Natalie Portman and the rest of the celebrities didn't say a freaking word. Take one out, 2 took its place. Silently, quick, nobody asked a single question. But give all that out, and I'm not gonna call your name out, but it's almost like a girl that I would think would be paying attention to those details, and then I see her from a distance, and she's giggling like a retarded gremlin, aloof and dumb and belligerent, and irritates the piss out of me. So yeah, that's how that is. I don't heal to anybody. I did do some metaphysical miracle level stuff when I was over at Oso Flaco Lake. Something happened, and the next freaking day there was a massive crowd of people there, And they walked right by me and were looking for something or someone. And then when they turned around and realized that must be the guy. I'm not joking, for like 3 days straight. It was just a mad crowd of people going out to Oso Flaco Lake and coming up with any excuse to try to start a conversation with me and get in all close and hold my snake and stuff. Back then I had a little California king snake I named Poison Ivy after Uma Thurman. I got arrested at Oso Flaco Lake because this satanic show. I was getting jealous of how much attention I was catching, and were calling the cops left and right. They called every law enforcement agency they could find until they found a couple of dudes who would come out and arrest me, and that day sucked, man. So I had my 2 Japanese wooden swords, my switch taken and my snake taken. They told me they released the snake into the wild, and that pissed me off because I had that snake for 3.5 fucking years, man. She slept right here on my side in a bag under my clothes, keeping her warm. I still, from time to time, wake up in the middle of the night terrified that I rolled over and crushed her. It sucks. But they should still have my switches in one of their lockers. And this is the Cercis staff. This is apparently the same tree they make aspirin out of, and I didn't know that. And then I wound up on a Mariposa trail. That is old school slang for a transformation, or a butterfly transforming from a cocoon to a beautiful thing. Mariposa transformation. Completely by accident. I also happen to be sitting right in front of a street called Circle. So where you at? Lip hawk lip. Where you at? I'm sorry. I'm at my wit's end. Somebody drove right by me, right here, the other night. And it was like right as I was getting to, right about here, walking, bam, I looked back. It was almost like you knew. Good God, I'm already at 7 minutes on this. Yes, I can be tired sometimes, excuse me. It's mainly the annoying stress of all this. Man, it's freaking freezing. I woke up the other night, or morning. It was still dark outside, but it was so cold it woke me up. And there was ice on top of my blankets from the dew freezing over. It was freaking cold, man. So now to top off everything I'm going through, now I get to add freaking crazy poodle lady to the list of jackasses sabotaging and doing everything they can to connive, lie, cheat, and steal some morsel of improv importance. Big dumb grins on their faces because they're all just lying to each other. I hate that. It's gross. We lie and pretend with a weird snarky tone to our personas because it's all we got. And I hated that about LA, man. I was already aging away from people. Save somebody from a freaking car accident and then catch them robbing a bank 2 days later. Burning baby, and mom ran right by me. Burning building, not burning baby. That woman ran right by me. Didn't even look at the freaking child. Straight into that apartment building and came back out with a freaking crack pipe in her hand. Then reached for her kid. So then I graduated film school, and that whole snarky, yay, let's be evil but pretend we're good. And that did it for me. Graduated, got all my certificates, put everything in storages, put it on the backpack, and started walking down the side of the road like Alexander Supertramp. And there's plenty to that story too, but just got, wow. Pretty. So, I sent a video to a certain YouTube channel 2 days ago describing a certain trick in a certain country that could be described as actual witchcraft, black magic. And somehow it's already in the hands of the crackheads who are using my information to try to seem important. I've never been killed and brought back to life. I'm not being used as zombie manual labor, and they're retarded for even trying that anyway. But again, it's a fly charade. Everybody knows they're lying. Drum grinning seal. that at shit like that, where the dude's mumbling something about me and the girl's looking at me all wide-eyed. Snap my look over and the dude gets all quiet and mumbles. Hopes I don't call him out on the shit he's saying. But then that girl's gonna go around with the propaganda of whatever that jackass is telling me. And that's what I'm up against. Bunch of assholes lying all day, every day. So, let me explain that to a certain somebody and then try to get these videos up. I don't know, I'm tired of walking around with a freaking phone in the face.